So in the LP chip itself, so microcontroller chip, so on the board you have in the center one chip is there, no, LPC2148. In that chip itself your ADC is available. So when it comes for the discussion of the ADC, it's a 10-bit internal ADC. So you have 10-bit internal ADC, and there are two ADCs are available: analog to digital converter 0, ADC 0 and ADC 1. So there are two ADCs available in the internal microcontroller chip itself. It's a 10-bit internal ADC converter. We are using only one converter, that is ADC 0. So two are available, ADC 0 and ADC 1, but we are using ADC 0 only. So in that, two registers are important. One is AD0CR. It's a control register. That size of the register is 32-bit. Second register, important register is AD0GDR. So it's a data register. So that is also of 32-bit length. So two registers we will be using in our program, important register. One is the control register, which is called as AD0CR. The second one is the data register, which is called as AD0GDR. That is data register. Both are of size 32-bit. So when you see here AD0CR, that is a control register. So you will be having 32 bits in that register. And in that we need to identify the bits. So we will be concentrating only on these bits, not all the bits. We don't want all the bits. We want only the configuration of few bits here. So there are three important points you need to remember to set in this control register. One is bit number 0 to 7. So that means here. So in the register from the LSB from 0 to 7, this 8 bits. So from 0 to 7, so this is called as SEL, S-E-L. So which is nothing but selecting the channel. So these bits are used for selecting the channel. So in ADC, analog to digital converter, you will be having some 6 channels to take the input. So in that, which channel you are going to use for your particular program. So for that reason, you will be using this particular bits, that is starting from bit 0 to 7, which will be used as select channel. So bit 0 value is, that is the value, either you can have 0 or 1 in that particular thing. I will tell. So how exactly that value will be set. Another important bit value you need to remember here is bit 21. So bit 21 is PDM, that is power down. So the value will be either 0 or 1. That means whether the power is on or off. So in bit position 21, so this bit position 21, so the value should be 1 to indicate that power is on. So bit 21 is important. And after that, 3 more bits are there, bit 24 to 26. So this is bit 24, 25, 26. These are the 3 bits. So these 3 bits are used as start. So start conversion. So start conversion means you will be taking the analog input and it should start converting that into digital input. So here in this ADC, we are not going to depend on whether the input is edge triggered or level triggered or falling edge or rising edge. All those things, the triggering we are not going to consider. We will take some value in the beginning. From that value, it starts start conversion. So the value you need to place in these 3 bits are 0, 0, 1. So that is bit 24, 25, 26. In these 3 positions, the value you should place here is 0, 0, 1. That is the starting value or start conversion value which should be placed in this particular register. So you need to place 0, 0, 1 in the 26, 25 and 24, and 21 bit, 21st bit, the value should be 1. And here you should see here channel. So here we are using 5th channel. So 5th channel means if you start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, this position. So in this position you have to place 1. So there are totally 6 channels are available in this internal ADC to take input, analog input. So in that we are using one of the channel, that is the 5th channel. So 5th channel is nothing but when you start from the LSB bit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that 4th bit position you have to put the value as 1. So when all these values are filled, so all zeros and ones as per our requirement, the control register value will be ready. So in AD0CR, the control value register, this is the value which will be loaded in the program. So 0x, this 0 for the first 4 zeros, then 0, 0, 0, 1, then this is 1, and after that 0, 0, 1, 0, which is nothing but 2, and after that 3 zeros, and finally you have here 0, 0, 0, 1 means 1, and the LSB 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is in hexadecimal. So this is the hexadecimal value that should be stored in AD0CR. C is not there. AD0CR. So in that register, so you have to store this value. So you understood how this value has come. So in 10-bit internal ADC, so you have one register, important register called as control register, ADOCR. So we have to configure that control register with a bit value or bit positions by placing zeros and ones. So in which position we have to place one, so that is listed here. So bit 0 to 7 is used for the purpose of selecting channel. In that we are using 5th channel. So bit position 4th we have to place 1. Bit 21 is used for power down or power on. So in that 21st bit position you have to place 1. Same way bit position 24, 25, 26, it will be used for start conversion. In that you have to place the value 0, 0, 1. Once you put all these values in your 32-bit, when it gets converted into hexadecimal, you are going to get the value 0x01200010. That should be stored in AD0CR. Clear? You should note down all these things. So this is one register we discussed. So same way, as I told, there are 6 channels in ADC for taking your analog input, channel 0 to channel 5. In that 5th channel we have used, that is bit position 4. So that position you have to place 1. So same way we have another register called as AD0GDR. It's a data register, again 32-bit. So here also 2 important points you need to remember. 31st bit which will be considered as done bit, and then bit 6 to 15. So bit number 6 to 15, that will be considered as result bit. So what happens in this data register means when you start the conversion from analog to digital converter, when it starts working, so when it completes the conversion process, all the input values, analog input values are converted into digital values. So that values are getting converted. So this bit 31 value will become 1. So that shows that done. Done means the conversion is done. So after converting, you should get some result in the digital format. That result will be available in bit 6 to 15. So these 2 values are used in AD0GDR. Once the conversion process begins and it gets converted into digital value, complete conversion is done, then bit 31 will be set. And the available result will be present in bit 6 to 15th position. So that is AD0GDR. So there are 2 important registers. One is AD0CR, it's a control register. Then AD0GDR is a data register. So these 2 registers you need to remember. So now when it comes to the next part, so it's a 10-bit internal ADC. There are 2 ADCs available, ADC 0 and ADC 1, but we are using ADC 0 with port 0.25. So this is important. So port 0, port 1 are available. So in port 0, port 0.25 pin. So port 0.25 pin will be used for your ADC 0. You should remember that 64 pins in the LPC 2148. In that port 0.25 pin will be used for your ADC 0. And again in the pins, in each pin, the first functionality will be always GPIO, general purpose input output. So this ADC is not GPIO, it will be considered as another functionality. So this ADC will come with second functionality. So there can be, each pin can have 4 functionalities. First one is always general purpose GPIO. It can have second, third and fourth functionality. So your ADC will come with second functionality. So if it is GPIO, you should put the value 0, 0. If it is second functionality, you should put the value 0, 1. Third functionality 1, 0. Fourth functionality 1, 1. So since you are using port 0.25, which pin cell register you have to use? You have to remember all these things. So you have pin cell 0, pin cell 1, pin cell 2. So pin cell 0 from 0 to 15. Pin cell 1 from 16 to 31. So since we are using port 0.25, pin cell 1 register will be used. So we have to use pin cell 1 register. So this is the main configuration of this particular ADC register. So wherein you will be able to use 10-bit ADC, internal ADC. So you need to remember 3 points here: AD0 CR, and then AD0 GDR, and the other one is port 0.25. So in that port 0.25, in that position, in the pin cell register, if you configure, you will be getting the value, some value. So that value we will see in the program. So this is explanation about the analog to digital converter. So now I will show you the program. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you can see hash include lpc21x.h. This is the actual thing. So stdio.h. One more important thing you are going to see here is lcd_h.h. So this is the new header file we have included. So to get the facilities of your LCD. So we have reduced the number of lines of the code in the program. So that we have included that LCD part as the header file. So unsigned in ADC value 0, temp ADC, 2 variables we have taken, initialized with zeros. So 2 character variables we have taken. Then these are the things which we are using for LCD display. So you know LCD, it's a 2 row. So row 1, row 2 is there. So in first row and second row, you can display the messages. So in first row, we are displaying the message ADC output. That means after the conversion, what is the result we are displaying in the first row. And in the second row, we are displaying A input. That means analog input value. So we are going to display the analog input value also. So in the first line, we are displaying the output. In the second line, in the LCD monitor, we are displaying what input we are taking. For that input, what is the corresponding digital output. Both we are displaying on the LCD unit. So these are the output strings. So after equals, the result will be printed. So here we are using one constant hash define volume 3.3. So you know that maximum voltage for representing the 1 is 3.3 volts. In digital representation, 0 is represented as 0, 0 volt is represented as 0. So 5 volt is represented as 1. But maximum you will get for 3.3 itself, the value will become 1. So that will act as the reference voltage. So that we have taken as defined. So then hash defined full scale 0x3ff. So this 3ff, how it has come means it's a 10-bit ADC. So if it is a 10-bit ADC, if your starting analog input is zeros, what is the final value, maximum value of that particular digital representation? It is represented in 3ff. So 1 second, I will show that. So how it comes. So if it is a 10-bit ADC, you will be writing the value, starting value will be 10 zeros. Correct. So the next value when you write 0, sorry, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So like that. So if you go on writing the next value in the 10-bit representation, 1 second. One value is more here. Okay. So the next value will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. So actually here one more value should come. Like this. So what will be the maximum value if you go on writing like this? The last value will be like this. So all ones. So if you convert this into 4, this is 4, 4. So this side also 2 zeros are there, means it starts from 0, 0, 0, 0. But you see the last value. So this is 0, 0, 1, 1. What is it? 3. Then 4 ones followed by F. Then 4 ones followed by F. So it is nothing but 3FF. So starting value is 0. The maximum value after conversion from analog to digital, you may get it as 3FF. So that is the value which we have shown in the program. So that we have taken the constant. Maximum digital conversion after converting, you will get the maximum value up to 3FF in 10-bit ADC. So next it comes pin cell 1. So pin cell 1 register. So ADC 0.4, that is pin cell 0. like port 0.25 is selected. So when you do that port 0.15 as functionality 01, that is second functionality 01, if you put in that particular position, so this is the pin cell value you are going to get. You need to configure pin cell 1 register and write that, and you should know how exactly this value has come. So in port 0.25, so 2 bits will be set as 01. So if you do that 01, so remaining all bit positions will be zeros, and this position you will get it as 4. So this is port 0.25 configuration for pin cell 1. And this is your IO direction register, which will be used for LCD. So you should remember why this FC and all used. So this is configuration output lines for LCD. In LCD, we have discussed this. So then comes the LCD init procedure. So LCD init procedure for initializing all the LCD components. So here for this LCD init procedure, we will not writing the code. We are not going to write the code. So that is the lines we are avoiding. Why we are not writing the lines of the code for LCD init means we have already included in the interface. So header file we have already included. Just we are calling this function LCD init. So in the init, whatever the lines we have to write, so that is already included in the header file. It runs that code, and all the initialization for LCD is done. So then you're using a delay, then pointer equals to this, you're initializing a pointer variable here. Temp, all these are with respect to the LCD. So temp1 equals to 0x80. So why it is 80 means, so first line of your LCD address starts with 80. So this 80 is first line. So in the first line of the LCD, you are displaying the first message. You are sending the command LCD command. So 80 is the command for selecting the first row, first position. So you are sending that LCD command. So for this LCD command, no need to write the code for this command. Everything will be included in the header file. Again, after some delay, you are using this pointer and printing LCD data. LCD data means first line for the display. So what you are displaying in the first line, this message ADC output equals to. So that you are going to display in the first message. So that is displayed using this. So same way, again, second pointer 1 is initialized to ARR, that is the second message. So A input is that one. So why the value C0 is taken means C0 is the starting address of the second line. So in that position, you are going to display the result. So these lines are, again, everything is used for LCD with respect to LCD. So all these lines are going to be used for displaying your messages and then displaying your results. So actually your ADC concept comes here. So in an infinite loop, while 1, so ADO CR, this is a control register. So we calculated this value just now. So how this value has come? So that value we have to initialize in AD0 CR. So we have calculated this value, and after calculation we are placing that in CR. It's a command register or control register for AD0. So in the while loop, again here we are checking temp of ADC equals to AD0 GDR. So in the data register, you will be reading some value. So once the value comes in the data register, so that you are ANDing with some value here, 800000. So if it is 8, which bit will be set? So if the value is 8 in the beginning, which bit will be set? Anyone, can you tell? Which bit will be set in AD0 GDR? Which bit will be set to get this value 8 in hexadecimal? Anyone answer?
31st bit.
Yes, 31st bit will be set. So that 31st bit is used for what purpose? Done. So done means if the conversion is completed, that bit will be set. So it is going to read the value or the data present in the AD0 GDR, and you are going to AND with the 8000 value. So if it generates a non-zero value, that means your conversion is done. So otherwise, if it generates a 0 value, if you are ANDing that value with 000, so that done bit will become 0. So the conversion is not done. So to check that interrupt bit, whether the conversion is done or not, this particular comparison is used. So you're going to read the value in AD0 GDR. You're ANDing that value with 8000, and if that results in 00, you're thinking that conversion is not done. Otherwise, conversion is done. So if the conversion is done, what you are going to do is read that value, ADC value, whatever you are in the data register, to this variable ADC value. And when it converts, so this conversion is done where the result value is available in AD0 GDR. So the result values will be available in bit number
6 to 15.
6 to 15. So it will be available in bit 6 to 15. So it is in the middle of the 32 bit. So bit 6 to 15, it is in the middle. So I want to move that result value towards the LSB side. So that is the reason I want to do right shift for 6 bit position. So 6 times I want to do right shift to move the result to the LSB side. So if it is in the middle position, the values, the result values will be converted. After converting into hexadecimal, the result values will be different. So I don't want that confusion. I want to move the result value or the bits to the LSB side. So that is the reason I want to shift that bit values to towards the LSB side, 6 bit position. So this process or instruction is going to do that. Then that value will be compared with 3FF. 3FF is your maximum value. So after the conversion, whatever the result you have got, you are comparing that with the 3FF. When it reaches the 3FF, all the conversion is over. Starting from 000 analog input till the last value, the conversion is done. And here you have a formula. This is the standard formula which is used for converting your analog input to digital value. So no need to worry about this. It's just a formula, standard formula, which will be used for converting your analog input to digital output. So then here we are using two print statement, sprintf. So what this sprintf will do? So you suppose if you have a normal printf statement, so the output will be displayed on the monitor or console. So but here sprintf, it will not display the values on the monitor or the console. Instead, it stores the values in this particular variable in the formatted manner. So you are going to format your output, and that formatted output or the value will be stored in the variable 1. So variable 1 is used for storing the actual ADC input. For what input you are storing, converting that value to digital, that will be stored in variable 1. So second is printf conversion. So ADC value, after conversion, what is the result? That will be stored in VAR. So two variables we are using. VAR1 will hold the actual analog input and VAR will hold the result, that means the converted digital output. So those two will be stored in variable 1 and variable. So your sprintf, it does the formatting and all, so that values will be stored in these two variables. It will not print that the results on the console. We need to print the results on the LCD monitor. So now comes the printing process. So temp1 equals to 0x89. So why it is initialized to 89 means your first row, first position starts with 80. So from that position already one message is been printed. That is your ADC output value equals to. After equals, you need to print the result. So that is your 89th position in the first row. So that command you are sending to the LCD with delay. Then you are taking into the pointer, and that result, that LCD data result will be displayed on the LCD monitor. So same way, temp1 equals to C9. So what is the C9 position? In second row, after some places, C9 position will come. So because after in C0 first position, second row first position, C0 already some message has been displayed, some equals is there. After equals, you have to display the value. So it comes for C9. That command is sent to LCD. Then VAR that value will be printed. So that data value will be printed. So this is the program. So you will be having two rows in the LCD. In the first row, you will display the result. In the second row, you will display the analog input value. Whatever the analog input value you have, that input value you are going to display. After conversion, the digital value will be printed on the first row. So there are two messages in the beginning already we have seen. See here. So ADC output equals to. So after that, 89. So A will start with 80, then it comes here. This will be 89th position. So second row, first position is C0. After all these things, the next position comes to C9. Here A input value will be printed, analog input value will be printed, and here digital output value will be printed. So on the two row LCD display. So now how to take the input for this particular experiment means, so when you execute this program on the board, So on the board, you will be finding one small potentiometer. So you will be having that potentiometer. You need to rotate that potentiometer slowly. So as and when you rotate that potentiometer, some analog input value will be taken, and that analog input value, equivalent digital value, will be displayed. Slowly, if you increase that potentiometer on the board, so you can view the changes on the LCD monitor. For the corresponding analog input, what is the output in digital output, you can see on the LCD board. So when you execute the program on the board, so you need to use that potentiometer to vary the analog input values. So according to the variations, whatever the analog input it considers or it takes, so that will be taken and getting converted into digital value. So that is the procedure of executing this particular program. Are you clear with this?